would just noodle, yeah?
No, I'm going to go right into it. Thank you. Good morning.
No, I'm going to go right into it. Thank you.
Oh, and now I hear myself on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. We have had a few technical difficulties this morning, so we are streaming live to YouTube, and I will send it out in the newsletter. So for those of you who are used to watching on Facebook, I apologize, and you'll be able to watch them in the newsletter. But you don't even know that because you're not even on Facebook at this point. Oh my goodness. So thank you for joining in this morning. Welcome to the Global Truth Center, Toronto. I am Rev Helen Bello, and it is my absolute pleasure to bring us together in community in this energy, this field of infinite possibilities. And so we come together to know that we are to love only, forgive everything, and remember who we are, that we are this cosmic intelligence that can always figure something out. And so with that, I am going to hand it over to our guest musician this morning. You know him, you love him, you love his music. We're always happy to have him back, Pierre Gautreau.
Thanks for having me. I wake up in the morning, I open my eyes. What the day brings is a surprise. No two are the same, it's the truth I say. A curious mind keeps me coming back every day. I just wanna see what's coming around the bend, never wanting it to end. Life's a mystery. I surrender to the flow. Thoughts create my journey, some good, some topsy-turvy. On this epic adventure, I know I will grow. I will grow. I will grow. Every day through the window I say thanks to you, morning glory. The actions I do, the thoughts that come through, add to my life story. My life story. Let's be grateful for what's in our life. The consequence, less strife. Remembering we can choose love and laughter, beat singing. The blue eye, just wanna see what's coming around the bend, never wanting it to end. Life's a mystery. I surrender to the flow. Thoughts create my journey, some good, some topsy-turvy. On this epic adventure, I know I will grow. I will grow. I will grow. Will grow.
Beautiful, Pierre. I love the words on this epic adventure, I will grow.
That's what it is.
It is. It's such an epic adventure. And our theme this month is trusting the universe. So that means knowing that as I embody a state of inner knowing, a state of gratitude for all the goodness that is yet to be revealed in the world of form, I'm expanding my consciousness of receptivity to that good, that goodness, that epic adventure of growth. And so in this moment, I invite you to take a breath. To take a breath, breathe into your heart space. And as you breathe into your heart space, I also invite you to invoke dominion over your own mind so that you bring your thoughts and your heart in harmony together. So that each one of us can claim more love, generosity, kindness, peace, prosperity, beauty, wholeness, and anything else we desire to experience. So breathe into your heart space. And when we pass beyond time and space, from the world of form, the world of matter, into spiritual principle, we come back into spiritual principle, that there is an infinite creative intelligence, energy in the universe, that it is within each one of us. We recognize the universal consciousness of life. And we acknowledge all people, all faiths, all sentient beings are the sameness, and yet a beautiful individual expression of this one universal consciousness that is of us as us. And we call it spirit. We use this creative energy of love to the degree that we individually realize this authentic power that we all have. So this morning, as we come together to celebrate our oneness that we share with all people everywhere, to recognize the one light, the one cosmic heart, let's honor all that has come before us, our ancestors, our teachers of ancient wisdom. Let's honor life, this epic adventure in this moment, seeing the light within each and every one of us, and honoring the infinite greatness that is ours to receive. So let's give thanks for all this and more. And so it is. I'm going to invite Pierre to take us into our invocation song. It's a song, all the music is by Pierre this morning. And Lena will come in with our opening prayer as well. So take it away, Pierre.
I live, I breathe, I give and receive. I laugh, I love, I'm a part of what's here, what's been, was still to be seen. I live, I breathe, I love, love, love. I live, I breathe, I love.
In this moment, taking in those beautiful words, knowing that we're in a place of trust, trusting the universe. Trusting the universe is our superpower. The universe is within each and every one of us here. It's not something outside of us. We're connected by every cell and fiber of our being. It's a practice to be in that place of trust and knowing that we are guided each and every moment of every day. Breathing in, knowing this connection on this beautiful Sunday, tapping in to this light that exists within us, within every breath that we take. That is the universe within us and throughout us, connected to this intelligence, this intelligent beingness, moving us forward step by step, moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, in a place of trust, regardless of what chaotic happenings may be out there, what overwhelming things that might appear, just tapping into the universe within, trusting the universe around. And for this, I'm grateful. I say thank you. And so it is.
I am, I feel, I hurt and heal. I sing and play, live every day to be and see the best part of me. I live, I breathe, I love, love, love. I live, I breathe, I love.
Beautiful pair. Oh, I live, I breathe, I love. I'm going to invite Lena to join me in conversation, as our theme this month is trusting the universe. And of course, we're able to trust the universe. We are living, we recognize our breath, our love, our expansion into so much more than just what has been limited before us. So Lena, come on in. And how is the theme for the month working for you?
It's interesting, you know, whenever we focus on a theme, there's always much to experience with, especially trust, trusting the universe. It's like, okay, so I questioned, what does it mean to trust the universe? You know, like it sounds like such a big concept. And so, you know, my analytical mind goes and searches, even though I know within, but I figure there's always more to know. There's always something. So I found a quote that Dr. James Mellon had posted not too long ago, and it was, "Whatever I need is there if I have faith." And faith means I trust that this universe is constantly moving me. So to me, it's like, okay, it's in my everyday action. It's in my thoughts and my beliefs, because it's not something outside of me that I'm relying on the universe to do something for me. It's setting my mind and my beliefs in motion. If I find that I'm stuck in a situation, it's like, okay, how do I move forward? So I'll give an example as far as, setting, when I'm looking for a job, right? And I'm applying, I'm working hard, I'm not getting any responses, and I'm like getting frustrated. It's like, well, the universe is supposed to, I'm putting myself out there, but it's like, okay, what's behind this? Am I not believing that I deserve that particular job? Or is it a point of, I've taken the action, let go, surrender? So I find when I let go and surrender and I just keep moving forward, and this is where, the universe is constantly moving me. It's like I just keep taking step by step. And then at the right time, the position happened organically. It happened easily and effortlessly. It did not require me being anxious. It just, the connections happened, the interview happened, all of a sudden, boom, I'm there. So, and it's like, well, why was I so worried before? But it's also divine timing. It's like when my level of belief and attraction to that particular position was a match, it happened, because I kept saying I wanted something where I could be of service in my highest, best possible way. But I didn't know what that was going to look like. I was trying to control it with the specific outlines I was receiving. And yet where I ended up was totally somewhere I didn't expect to be, and totally different than I couldn't have imagined.
I love that, Lena. I mean, and it's funny because we were talking about this in the women's group yesterday morning as well, which was absolutely fabulous. It was such a great connection amongst us all. And the sharing was so deep and rich. And we talked about how that faith and knowing that it's all going to happen, but it happens when we surrender and let go of control. And I think all of us went, yeah, letting go of control is a big part of this.
It certainly is. Yeah. Our minds want to take over and say, I need it to be done this way. I want it, step by step by step. But yet it's more about being clear on what it is that we desire and letting go of the how.
Yes, very much so. Oh, thank you, Lena. Would you like to lead us in our affirmation this morning?
Absolutely. Okay, I'll say it once and then we can all repeat it together. Everything I can imagine, nature has already created. So let's say it together. Everything I can imagine, nature has already created. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Lena. I love hearing what you have to offer as a practitioner and just the consciousness you bring to a Sunday service. So thank you so much. And your prayer was beautiful. Really beautiful. Thank you. And so, Pierre,
Yes.
He's got a great feature song for us.
Yes, this is called Creator. If your days are long and you're going home thinking, what's the use? Not living your dreams, and it seems there's always another excuse. Can't understand why the frustration won't die. It follows you wherever you go. Time and again, laws of attraction won't end. So learn what you need to know. Does life happen by chance? Beliefs and circumstance. You are a creator. You are your life maker. Beliefs held in your mind will color your life's design. You are a creator. It's just a shift in consciousness where intention goes, energy flows. So it is what it is. The past can't be undone. Bust your heart open wide. The change in the tide has begun. We hold the power to change our lives, to see the world again with new eyes. You are a creator. You are your life maker. Beliefs held in your mind will color your life's design. You are a creator. Let the stories you tell be a joy, not a hell. You're the author of the play. What will you write today? It's just a shift in consciousness where intention goes, energy flows. It's just a shift in consciousness where intention goes, energy flows. You are a creator. You are your life maker. Beliefs held in your mind will color your life's design. You are a creator. You are your life maker. You are a creator. Life maker.
my whole talk for me. I love it. Actually, and I thought, well, actually, you just did the whole class last Wednesday night, too. It's so perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's just great.
You're just so tapped in to that cosmic consciousness, Pierre. It's such a great song.
Thank
Thank you. Part of one of the books we're reading in the class is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. I'm going to talk more about Joe Dispenza in my talk later on, but I am breaking the habit of being myself by not wearing black or blue. I am wearing orange. I think it's orange, some sort of orange. I never wear orange, and it just so happens it matches my flowers. So I didn't do that intentionally, but it all kind of worked out that way. And so, what can you do differently that's, kind of putting you out of your comfort zone a little bit? Because that is one of the ways that we break the habit of being ourselves. And I'm very, very comfortable being in black or navy blue. So, but I'll be bright today. In class, we have this mantra, and I want to share it with you. I am thinking. What am I thinking? Am I willing to experience the result of what I am thinking? I am thinking. What am I thinking? Am I willing to experience the result of what I am thinking? I love this. And of course, the title of my talk is, Am I Willing to Experience the Result of What I Am Thinking? Because in this philosophy, we teach our thoughts, feelings, beliefs are very powerful. And that we are divine intelligence. We can use this divine intelligence to live an authentic life versus a life driven by this unconscious belief system that we adopted early in life in order to survive versus create our life consciously. Now, I used to say, let's get out of survival and rise into thriving. But now I'm saying, in order to create a conscious life, and what is a conscious life? One that is aligned consciously with your soul's purpose. So instead of thriving, why not create our life consciously? And then thriving, of course, is a no-brainer. That just follows suit. So the next question I've been asking myself, and I've been asking myself this a lot this week, because it's part of what came up in class. What am I emotionally addicted to that comes from my history that no longer serves me? So I had an experience, and I shared this in class Wednesday night, where, the grounds of our building have not been, they've been deteriorating over the last few years. And some people have contacted me and asked me if I would, send an email to the management and that sort of thing. So I had sent some emails early in the spring, and I said I would just wait and see what happened over the summer and early fall. And I got a phone call from one of my neighbors, and she was outraged. The fire alarms were going off 3 days in a row because they hadn't coordinated testing, and they weren't supposed to be happening in the private residences. It was only supposed to be in the public areas, which actually I didn't know because I didn't bother to read the notice. But I wondered why these fire alarms were going off. And then, she was talking about how many people, and I know there are a number of people in my building that are frustrated with what is happening with our landscaping. So I could feel myself getting charged up. I'm like, Dun, da, da, da. I am going to lead the brigade. I am going to create change. This is wrong, and I'm going to right it. And I could feel when I got off the phone an hour later, my adrenaline was rising and my cortisol. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so familiar to me. Because and I'm going to say was, addicted to fighting for the underdog and fighting and using all my energy to push against something. And I went, oh my God, that was an addiction for me. And so I did a lot of resetting myself and recognizing, you know what? That energy is not who I am. That is not my authentic self. Yes, I would take a stand for the highest and best good of everyone. Yes, but what is the energy that I want to do it with? Is it that old fighting, adrenaline pumped up energy? Or do I want to do this from a place of love and grace and trust and know that as I bring that energy to anything, that life is unfolding perfectly. I mean, yes, life is unfolding perfectly when I'm charged up too, but do I really want to live in that energy? No. So I got really, really clear about the energy in which I wanted to write the email, my intention, and doing it from a very different place. And so I've been really confronting myself on what are the emotions that I am addicted to. And another one is not being good enough, lack of confidence, beating myself up, all the second guessing that I do. And I went, wow, that's old stuff that I'm addicted to. Like, do I really want to keep living my life that way? No. But you know what? When we're in an addiction, we get something from it. It creates this biochemical reaction of adrenaline and cortisol in our bodies that we perceive as life, as opposed to being very settled, present, grounded, authentic, aligned with who we are. And so, I've been doing, and this is a commitment to myself to really take a look at what are the emotions that I am addicted to that give me the illusion of life. Because once we break the emotional addictions that are rooted from our past, there will be no longer any pull to return to those same automatic programs of doing and reacting the same way over and over and over again. So here's my question to you. Do you believe, truly believe, and that means having unshakable faith, no matter what's happening in the world around you, that there is a cosmic intelligence within you that can guide you to exactly what it is you desire? And my second question, so it's questions actually, plural. Are you willing to surrender, totally accept, embrace, and live from your own cosmic intelligence? Now, I know those of you in class on Wednesday night would emphatically say yes. But for some of you, there may be doubt. Some of you may say yes, but when this happens, I lose my connection or my faith. And so, therefore, sometimes I trust the universe and sometimes I don't. So what does it take for us to really know our mind, body, know in our mind, body, and soul just how possible it is to cross the river of change and make the unknown known. Because we live in an unpredictable world of matter and energy that makes up atoms and molecules and everything in the universe. And Einstein said, concerning matter, we have been all wrong. What we have called matter is energy, whose vibration has been so lowered as to be perceptible to the senses. There is no matter. Everything is energy. Think about that for a moment. There is no matter, only energy. Ernest Holmes said, there is a universal mind, spirit, intelligence that is the origin of everything. It is first cause. This universal life and energy finds an outlet in and through all that is energized and through everything that lives. Everything. And Holmes argued that human beings have direct access to the power of this universal mind, cosmic mind, by directing their thoughts in particular, as well as their beliefs about the present or the future. So let me ask you this question. What thoughts are you directing right here, right now, that are going to create your future? How am I directing my energy and what am I attracting into my life as a result of my energy? What do you desire? What do you desire to feel in your body? What do you desire to create? Because the possibilities are infinite. Infinite. And what I also know is this body is pure energy. And I'm going to have it contribute to the betterment of the earth plane when I die and give back to the earth plane, because I want my body to be in a biodegradable burial capsule that is planted in soil with a tree to give back to that tree and have it grow and contribute back to the earth. And so what kind of tree you want, do you want your remains to nourish? Like, how do you want to give back? How do you want to contribute and have your energy here and now that will move on and live on forever back to the earth, back to other human beings who are living on this earth plane? So I decided that I would be an oak tree, that I will nourish an oak tree, because oak trees are really big and strong and sturdy and live for hundreds of years. And then one day that oak tree will be cut down. It'll be made into furniture and paper and maybe oak flooring, and then maybe turned into firewood. And I'm all okay with that because it's all energy changing form, but it's still all energy. So when you look around and you look at the things that are solid, they're still energy. And so our attitudes, our beliefs, our perceptions change our state of being and create our personality, which creates our personal reality. And so when we awaken our mind and body, and it has to be both, it is not cut off here. Oh, this is my mind from the neck up. Mind is your thoughts and your heart together that are integrated into your body. It has to be integrated into your body. And we have to feel those renewing emotions in our body for change to happen. Then we can create a healthier personality and a personal reality in whatever domain we want, whether it's healthier relationships, prosperity, health, creativity. It's all available to us. It's all there. We just need to align it, integrate it. As someone said on Wednesday night, they felt like their entire being clicked into a different position. That their shift was so phenomenal that they literally went, it was like, she said it was like a chiropractic alignment. Everything clicked and kind of fell into place. And she's in a completely different place in reality, in her own energy and her body as a result. The quantum model states, all possibilities exist in this present moment. Your key is to give yourself permission to choose a new future for yourself, observe it, and feel it into reality, and then it comes to meet us right where we are at. To change your beliefs and perceptions, you must combine a clear intention with that elevated emotion that conditions your body, not just your thoughts, but conditions your body to believe that future potential that you desire. So we've been so trained to think it's our mind, it's our mind, it's our mind. We train our mind. It's not just our mind, it's our body and our energy, because what our body believes sends messages to the brain. So if your body believes it's in ill health, then that is what we will think, and that is ultimately what we end up creating. So the moment everything integrates, and the moment you recognize you need to feel it and embody it, you also recognize it's done. It is done. And like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, we have to do it over and over. We have to practice this until we land in that sweet spot of embodiment. And for those of you who don't know who Joe Dispenza is, I know many of you do, but for those of you who don't, this is a man who knows exactly what he's talking about, not because of philosophy, because he's lived it. And in 1986, he had this horrific bike accident and broke 6 vertebrae and had compression fractures and, the shattered fragments that went back towards his spinal cord. And he was told that if he didn't have this one particular surgery, a Harrington rod implant, he would never walk again. And he said, maybe I was just young and bold at that time in my life, but I decided against the medical model and expert recommendations. I believe there is an intelligence, an invisible consciousness within each of us that's the giver of life. And he reasoned at that time that if this intelligence was real, and if it was directed mindfully and lovingly, it had such amazing abilities that maybe he could take his attention off the external world and begin to go within and connect to it and develop a relationship with it. And here is a man who has developed a relationship with it, because while he intellectually understood that the body had the capacity to heal itself, he had to apply every moment, every bit of philosophy that he knew in order to take that knowledge to the next level and beyond the next level to create this experience of healing. And so since he wasn't going anywhere, all he was doing was lying face down, he would put all of his conscious attention on this intelligence, give it a plan, a template, a vision with very specific orders. That's where our mind becomes very trained, when we start giving very specific orders and we don't deviate from it. And then he would surrender. He would surrender his healing to that greater mind that has unlimited power, allowing it to do the healing for him. And he would not let any thought slip by his awareness that he didn't want to experience. So At 9.5 weeks after the accident, he got up and he walked back into his life. And at 12 weeks, he was back to training, lifting weights. He continued his rehabilitation. And now he's teaching workshops to thousands of people all over the world on how to focus their mind and body, integrate it, feel it, envision it to bring healing. And he's documented so many healings in other people since. So it is all powerful for us and all possible for us. The key is making your inner thoughts more real than the outer environment, because our brain doesn't know the difference between the two. And our brain will change to look as if the event has taken place. But we have to feel it, embody it, see it, and sit in that sweet spot over and over and over again. And that's when the rubber hits the road. But that's when we'll be able to transform our body. That's when we activate new genes, producing epigenetic changes. And then we get to walk into a whole new reality and become and live the infinite possibilities that are available to each and every one of us. So let me ask you this. Do you believe there is within you a cosmic intelligence that can guide you to exactly all that you desire? Are you willing to surrender, accept, and embrace, to live as cosmic intelligence? Are you willing to live as cosmic intelligence and let go of what's going on in the outside world? Come back in and allow that beautiful divine intelligence to guide you. May you be open to receiving and knowing and living and being this way. And if you want to do more of that, come into class. Come into class, we learn it, we apply it, and take it back into our lives. So anybody can come into class at any time. You just have to go to the website and go to classes. You can pay for a single class, get the Zoom link and join us and learn how to do this, learn how to apply it. Because, oh my gosh, what the difference in some people. I spoke to one woman. I have to say this. I actually had a coaching session with her on the Friday, and she goes, "Oh my God, I was so invested," because I was talking about a little thing about, going to Spain and learning how to sail, but you get thrown off course and you end up in Ireland, and you have a choice of being the angry, blaming victim or surrendering. And living from intention. And she goes, I was so invested in living in and holding on to Spain. She goes, I'm in Ireland and I'm having a great time. It's like someone turned on the light switch. And I said, you turned on the light switch. And this is what happens when we get into class and we're together and we share these experiences, and it's delightful. So you're welcome to join in anytime. And in the meantime, just keep doing your work. You're awesome. You're beautiful. You're a cosmic divine intelligence, and just let it shine out in the world. Namaste. And so, thank you so much for joining in today. And I have all my notes and my posters and everything on Restream. So I'm just going to quickly go through announcements for you, and you just get to hear me rattle on a little bit more. Our tithe this month goes to pavetheroad.net. So please do contribute to our live stream, contribute to the center. We then tithe 10% of what you give us to different organizations. And pavetheroad.net, that leads me right into the Conscious Cafe on Tuesday night. My guest is Kelly Mason, filmmaker, documentary filmmaker, and producer of pavetheroad.net, or Pave the Road. It is a documentary. Took her 10 years to film this documentary where she was living in Costa Rica with her kids, and the children there were suffering from respiratory diseases. The adults were suffering from respiratory diseases due to the dust from the roads. None of the roads were paved. They found a way to take recycled plastic out of the landfills, mix it in with the stuff that was needed, whatever that stuff is, to get roads paved in Costa Rica. So, she has a little thing in the a little mention in the trailer, which where people go to Costa Rica to detox, and it's like, you're not detoxing, you are breathing in all these dust particles into your lungs. So anyway, she's done such an incredible job. She is my guest tomorrow night. We are also going to announce a special opportunity for you to view the documentary. And so please join us. We will be on YouTube and Facebook Live at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I already talked about class, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is Spooky Bingo, which is on Friday, October 29th. And Rev Fred and I are hosting Spooky Bingo. And so that's, if you've been in our bingo before, it's a whole lot of fun. Part of the proceeds for that will be going towards creating our winter survival kits for the homeless, where we create these bags with very specific things for the homeless. And, you can come and grab a couple bags and then just hand them out to people on the streets, from your car, keep them in your car. And, I thought so many times this summer, oh my God, I need a kit to hand out to these people. So we're doing it again. I will have a date where people will come, we'll set it up in my party room, we'll put together these bags early December. And, it's another way we get to give back to the community, which is wonderful. That's it for now. Thank you again so much. Thank you, Lena, for your beautiful words of wisdom and your prayer. And thank you, Pierre, and much love to you all. Namaste. And Pierre, take it away with your final song there.
As I wake from my dreams with my feet on the ground, the potential in this day has no bounds. Starting my day right, nurturing thoughts of the way to the light. I don't know where the road goes from here. All I know is I won't live in fear. Find the joy, that's the key. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. There's beauty all around, I don't have to look far. The face of my lover, a song in my car. When I realize that love's all around, freedom to be myself is what I found. I don't know where the road goes from here. All I know is I won't live in fear. Find the joy that will set you free. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. And those days when the sun hides from view and my sky is dark and gray, I remember the light is on the other inside, and tomorrow was just a day away. I don't know where the road goes from here. All I know is I won't live in fear. Find the joy, that's the key. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me. Gonna rise with the sun till it sets on me.
Thank you, Pierre. Thank you, Lena, who is available for a free spiritual mind treatment after service today. I'm just going to tell you Lena's number if you want to write it down. I mean, normally, if you go to our website and you set up an appointment with a practitioner, it's you know, there's a charge for that because of course you're paying for their time. This they gift to you on a Sunday. So if you want to start shifting consciousness, call Lena. Her number is 416-419-5599. 416-419-5599. And also, yes, the Conscious Cafe is on Tuesday, not tomorrow. But you know what? I'm going to pull a Rev Fred here because we were talking about how one day just melts into another and it just becomes one giant moment of energy. Well, that's what's happening. So yes, so it is on Tuesday, October 19th at 7 p.m. So I'll see you then. And thank you again, Pierre. Thank you for your flexibility and your beautiful voice and beautiful music.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you, Lena. And much love to you all. Bye for now.